top of the morning to you laddies. Thank you, Alex, for that suggestion. You are now listening to the Morning Buzz on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair on this beautiful, well, not beautiful, on this foggy St. Patrick's Day. I am your host, Lara Ziccardi, and join with me is my co-host, JT Bethea.
What's good, everybody?
And my newscaster.
Hello,
Olive.
my name is Olive.
Hi, Lovey. And then we have Alex, our
What's up?
sportscaster.
What's poppin'?
Ready to hear about some
I know what's
sports.
good.
A lot of sports.
We got a great show for you
Sure.
planned today on this St. Patty's Day. I don't know why I said that British, but that's A-okay.
Oh, they wouldn't like you for that one.
Yeah, I can't really do an Irish accent, but
It's
that's
okay,
fine.
we love you.
Anyway, we're going to get started. Olive, whenever you are ready, the floor is yours.
Well, there's plenty going on, but most of what is interesting me right now in global news, colleges across the country are cutting various research partnerships and suspending study abroad programs in Russia as the invasion of Ukraine wages on. Financial ties are being severed and students are being sent back to the States, but tons of support is being provided for Russian students across campuses. Last year, U.S. colleges hosted nearly 5,000 students from Russia, and administrations are poised to continue to do so. Jill Welch, a senior advisor for the President's Alliance on Higher Education and Immigration, said of the situation, sending anyone back wouldn't shorten any war by a day. In local news, today marks the start of planning for Montclair's chapter of Make Music Day. Montclair Makes Music Day happens on the summer equinox, June 21st, and is an extension of the Make Music holiday, which began in France in the 1980s. The day consists of live music all over the Montclair area, as well as participating towns. And I know there has been talk of Newark being in the mix this year, which I'm really excited about. All in all, something to look forward to when the summer is upon us. Updates are to come. And New Jersey students are pushing back on exclusion with the ban to celebrate Pride Month by flying the LGBTQ plus flag. A meeting was called at the Board of Education to address the issue of a new policy that only allows the American and New Jersey state flags to be flown on school grounds. I think it's unfair and it discriminates, said Camila Perez, a freshman at Passaic High School. It bothers me and it bothers the community. They conspired, meaning the students, with the board members to fly the flag, even though the policy would deem it a violation. And weather, as of right now, it is 45 degrees and cloudy. Today's a high of 55 and low of 43. 43. Friday, sunny with a high of 73 and low of 46. Saturday, 70% chance of rain, high of 64 and low of 50. On Sunday, cloudy with a high of 57 and a low of 46. Monday, sunny with a high of 63 and a low of 43. Next Tuesday, cloudy with a high of 59 and a low of 39. And Wednesday, 70% chance of rain, high of 48 and a low of 39.
Woo-wee.
That's 73 though. Okay.
Yeah.
Friday. Okay.
Woo.
Period. It's gonna be a real Friday this Friday.
It's going to be fun.
Just
Tomorrow.
Just saying every
Oh
time.
my gosh, it is tomorrow.
Every time you say cloudy, I think you're gonna say meatballs, and you never say meatballs.
Because the thing is, if I say cloudy with a chance of meatballs on this platform, do you know how many ill-informed people are really gonna stand outside with a baguette on that day talking about you lied?
That's true.
You
If I-
lied on the radio.
Wee-wee.
I
You
mean,
lied to me.
guys,
You're on
False information.
false. Exactly.
Here on the Thursday Buzz, we only give the hardest of facts.
We only get
Can
the
we
hardest of
think
facts
about-
and the only theoriest of theories.
Very true.
Oh,
Anyway.
Well thought of.
and only the buzziest of theories.
Yes. Alex.
Yes.
Alex.
You want Laura?
Alex.
Laura.
It's time.
It's time for what?
It's time for
Sports. In sports, we got great sport news because baseball is officially back after 99-day lockout has returned with a 162 game regular season. In fact, spring training has started today with the Twins going against the Red Sox at 105, the Cubs going against the White Sox. The Cubs going against the White Sox at 405, and the Diamondbacks going against the Rockies at 410. And in football, yes, football news, Tom Brady has officially come out of retirement. No shock there, as 40 days he said, my time has not come, but it's not now. I love my team. I love my supportive family. And to make it possible, I am coming back for a 23rd season in Tampa. So I'll be happy to see you back on the field, Brady. And in hockey, last night, sadly, the Devils lost 6-3 against the Calgary Flames, not helping them in the standings at all. But congratulations to Alexander Ovechkin, who surpassed Jaromir Jagr, making him the third all-time NHL scoring player, not goalie, scoring 767 in his career. And in basketball, it's a good day to be a New Yorker because the New York Knicks have won.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I need to play a wooly.
All right.
I don't know where the
You
wooly.
guys gotta wait for the score. Hold on. She's gotta play the wooly.
Woo-wee!
Yeah, because it was 128-96 against the Portland Trail Blazers.
Let's go.
Hopefully, the Nets and the Knicks could extend their winning streaks when they play tomorrow. The Nets playing the Portland Trail Blazers and the Knicks playing the Orlando Wizards, both at 7:30. And I hope you got your March Madness brackets all set up because tonight we have a lot of games going on. We got Michigan versus Colorado State at 12:15, South Dakota State versus Providence at 12:45, Memphis versus Boise State at 1:45, Norfolk State versus Baylor at 2, Longwood versus Tennessee at 2:45, Richmond versus Iowa at 3:10, Georgia State versus Gonzaga, which I'm very excited for, at 4:15, Marquette versus North Carolina at 4:30, New Mexico State versus UConn at 6:50, St. Peter versus Kentucky at 7:10, Indiana versus St. Mary at 7:20, Creighton versus San Diego State at 7:27, Vermont versus Arkansas at 9:20, San Francisco versus Murray State at 9:40, Arkansas versus UCLA at 9:50, and Texas Southern versus Kansas at 9:57. And in Montclair sports, the women's softball team crushed Century 8-0 last night, and the men's baseball team were able to squeak out a win, winning 11-10 in the ninth inning. And the Redhawks will be back in action on Saturday, March 19th, traveling to Swarthmore College for 1 p.m. I've been Alex, Laura, and this has been Sports.
Thank you, Alex,
Tom Brady
for
really said psych.
Sports.
sports.
Sports. We love sports.
Sports. Anyway, we're going to be moving on to our top story for today. So unfortunately, 3 journalists, including a Fox News camera person, has been killed in Ukraine. 3 journalists, including a filmmaker, a producer, and a Fox News camera person, were killed covering the Russian invasion in Ukraine this week. Ukrainian producer fixer Alexandra Sasha Kushanova and Fox News camera person Pierre Zakowitsky were both killed in Gorivka outside Kyiv in shelling on Monday. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce cities. The network confirmed that Kushanova was working with Fox News as a consultant. Zelensky was working alongside the Fox News State Department correspondent Benjamin Hall when an incoming fire hit their vehicle outside of Kyiv on Monday. He had covered stories in Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria for Fox News. Hall was hospitalized on Monday, and on Wednesday, Fox News' Bill Hammer announced Hall is now safe and out of Ukraine. This incident follows the Sunday death of a freelance journalist, Brent Renewed, which also confirmed by the U.S. State Department. Renewed was in Ukraine trying to cover the global refugee crisis for a documentary with Sugar 23, Time Studios, and Zero Day Productions. Carlos Montirez de la Serena, program director of the Committee to Protect Journalists, said in a statement Monday, quote, "This kind of attack is totally unacceptable and is a violation of internal law. Russian forces in Ukraine must stop all violence against journalists and other civilians at once." And all I really have to say about this is that it's really sad that these people are trying to give us information and that are trying to report to the people are losing their lives. And it's just really sad to hear about these stories that are in the world right now.
Definitely sending our best to their families.
Yeah, I was just going to say we're sending thoughts and prayers and love and healing and recovery to these families that have lost a family member and a friend too. But
yeah, I think people forget how dangerous journalism can be when you're covering the right stuff.
I agree,
Or
especially
not
field
necessarily the
reporting.
right stuff in this situation, but
Yeah,
know.
especially with field reporting,
Oh yeah.
going to these countries, they're risking their lives
Mhm.
to report. And it's sad that it had to that had to happen to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you to all the journalists and field reporters who are working right now in Ukraine, all Middle East, all of the war-torn areas, and giving us the news that we desperately need.
Definitely a big thank you, and our thoughts and prayers are always with you, and we hope that you are safe and you are healthy. But with that being said, we're going to move on. JT, is there something going on about the clocks?
I guess so. I'm a little bit more light news, and yes, I actually mean that this week.
You do.
No more switching clocks.
Reading the script beforehand. Woo!
Said it actually passes to make daylight savings time permanent. On Tuesday, the Senate approved to make daylight savings time permanent across the United States next year. The bipartisan bill, nicknamed the Sunshine Protection Act, would ensure Americans would no longer have to change their clocks twice a year. Fun fact, I love how this is what's a bipartisan bill, the only thing that American can agree on. Anyway, let's continue. The bill still needs approval. Oh, still not. Bill still needs approval from the House and the signature of Joe Biden himself to become law. Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts said in a statement, quote, no more switching clocks, more daylight hours to spend outside after school and after work, and more smiles. This is what we get with permanent daylight savings times. Markey was joined on the chamber floor by senators from both parties as they made the case for how making daylight savings time permanent would have positive effects on public health and the economy and even cut energy consumption. Daylight saving time is defined as a period between spring and fall when the clocks in most parts of this country are set 1 hour ahead of standard time. Americans last changed their clocks on Sunday. Standard times last for roughly 4 months in most of the country. Members of Congress have long been interested in the potential benefits and costs of daylight saving time since it was first adapted as a wartime measure in 1942.
I just want to say that Sunshine Protection Act is the name of my new band. I just started it right now, and you guys are in it. So
Let's go.
we're gonna write songs about time.
Time,
And-
everything about time. Time travel?
We could do
Time
that. We can
paradox?
do all, thematically, we can do the scope of time, but I think like more daytime.
That was
Yeah,
good.
that's good. Like I need that.
Yeah.
Daylight savings time was something scientific.
No,
Oh,
That's what they
yeah.
had us thinking. Okay,
I thought so too when I
It
was
is and it's
younger.
not.
Fool.
it is and it's not.
I don't like this
Why,
I-
Alex?
because I like switching the clock back and ahead. It makes me feel like I get more sleep or I lose a lot of sleep.
What for a day or two?
That's very
Yeah.
true.
I mean,
Not, but like
I don't know. if
And
it's worth it.
also, it always feels better when it's dark and you're like, oh, the hour's gonna get switched back, and then everything goes back normal and starts getting dark at 7 instead of 4. So
Mm.
I
maybe-
enjoy switching the clocks.
I do get where you're coming from. I don't really like when it gets dark out at 5 o'clock in
No.
December.
No, nobody
But
does.
I love when daylight saving times rolls around, like you said, and the sun sets at 7 p.m. instead of
Right.
4
That's
p.m.
how you know it's like spring's coming.
Yeah, I like that a lot. But I do agree with the story saying that it's going to help. I really think it's going to help people with seasonal depression,
Right.
even if it's just the slightest bit. The slightest bit can help somehow.
Well, that's the difference between seasonal affect disorder and that. It's that little
Yeah.
bit, you know what I mean? And it seems so a little goes a long way. Let's just put it that way.
I
That's
gotta
what I was
start
trying
to
to
know.
say.
Yeah, no, really, it does.
If-
And I mean, nothing beats the sun going down at like 10 in the summer or whatever, but it's kind of like, I don't know.
If this is really not scientific, it's only an hour. So in daylight
Hmm.
savings time, yes, the sun sets technically at around 5, 6, but you notice it going down at 4. So if we're only
Hmm.
moving up an hour, why does like when that day hits, it goes? I don't know. science might be behind it a little bit. Maybe that's just a placebo of me noticing it. Yes, a placebo. But if it's only an
Placebo.
hour difference, I've noticed a dramatic change. And like as the time comes across, like take getting up for the morning for the buzz. In December, it's dark until the buzz is done.
And cold.
And cold, yes. But like more and more as March rolled around, it gets progressively lighter as I make my way here. And then on daylight saving time, boom, it's daylight. When I
It's
come
just
here.
there. But
And
you know
then the
what? That hour,
daylight.
I don't know. That hour turned sad into an acronym. So there it is.
I think it's
Sad
probably
into an
with like
acronym, I like that.
the scientific part's probably with the way the Earth rotates.
Yeah.
Probably.
So they
Mhm.
they were probably like in 1942. It's like, oh, gee, if we tell them it's a different hour, maybe they won't attack us at that time. So maybe that's what happened. Well, it's during the war. I don't know what happened.
That I think that was more to like not spend as much
Yeah.
energy
I think
as a nation, no?
That makes
Maybe.
more sense than what I said.
We really got beef over 1 hour.
We're starting. It's tearing our family apart.
Oh
in the
no,
studio.
everything is. I'm trying not to get too crazy for hour one because it is hour one.
When
You
2
came in
a.m.
here
becomes
crazy.
3 a.m., it's good. When 2
Ah.
a.m. becomes 1 a.m., it's bad.
Wait.
Yeah,
When-
that's
You just gave her a brain aneurysm.
To be
Okay.
fair, when we turn the clocks back, we get an hour, which is cool, which is great. But it also throws off our sleep schedule.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Circadian rhythm. Goodbye.
You can't have. what you don't
I'm
have.
moving a lot with my arms, as the metamates, aka Facebook, can see. But for the listeners, I am moving my arms because I talk with my hands because I am Italian. Anyway,
Jersey.
yeah,
Yo.
we do. It messes up
into
our
it yet?
sleep schedule
No.
just a little bit, to be fair. I've been getting a little bit on track from Sunday. Sunday messed me up just a little bit.
But you can't mess up a sleep schedule if you don't have one.
Oh,
Wait, I'm gonna
snap,
do it.
son. That's crazy.
Anyway, so Doritos now have 5 fewer chips in it
What?
thanks to inflation.
5.
So gas
Ah.
prices are rising.
Doritos are
And-
lowering.
I was just gonna say, and chip numbers are falling.
Or is it
As-
the air that's going up in the bag? It's not less
Oh
chips,
my
it's more
gosh.
air.
Oh my gosh. I forgot. I love my bag of air with a side of chips.
Right.
But as a result of inflation, bags of Doritos will now include 5 fewer chips.
Mm.
Food and Wine reports how Doritos is just the latest snack that has fallen victim to shrinkflation.
Ugh.
Frito-Lay confirmed
There's
this
a name
week
for it. Mhm.
how shrinkflation is forcing Doritos to shed 5 chips per bag. So, in the words of one representative, they said, quote, they can give the people the same price so they could keep enjoying a Doritos chip.
They already had 4 chips in the bag.
So, what, we're going to have one now?
I got a question.
One big
Is it a
chip.
big party bag that they're getting rid of the 5 chips,
I
or
don't
is it just
know.
across the board?
You know it's not.
Shout out to
You
Pringles
know
for
that's
being the
not-
only chip brand that actually serves chips and not air.
Yeah.
Which one?
Pringles.
Pringles.
Love Pringles. Those are my favorite chips.
Wow.
Oh.
You know what? See, that is a perfect example about how we take for granted the good, because here's Pringles keeping it together, consistent queens for years. Okay. Even hit us with that snack pack that has
Chris
not let us
Pringle
down.
has been letting us know.
And we just complain about the air we're getting with Doritos. Like, how about we do a flip and we thank Pringles, even though the guy was made over on the box. I don't think he has a mustache
yeah.
anymore.
No, he has a mustache. He just like got rid of his outline.
Annabella said
What the heck?
motion to ban the word shrinkflation. I agree.
Yeah,
Canceled.
we cannot agree more, because shrinkflation, the fact that there's a word for that, a word makes it real, and I'm over it.
Do you think shrinkflation needs an apology video now?
Yes.
I just wanted
Go
to.
on.
Hey guys,
I don't even
wanted
want to hear from it.
I wanted to hop on here
Lara,
first
why are you on the floor?
because this is an apology video, JT. You have to be on the floor. I just want to apologize for being a word. Shrinkflation's not a great word.
Trash.
And
That's the
I
worst
will
word.
not be going away.
No, go. Nobody wants you.
Jeez. Anyway,
Laura,
That's
you go
my-
stay. Shrinkflation gotta go.
remember Shrinkflation has merch. Remember, use my code Shrinkflation for 10% off your order.
Honestly,
Use
I would
code
love a
Dan.
shirt that says shrinkflation on it.
I don't think I would. It's giving COVID words.
Mm.
That's what it's giving.
I mean, I like the shirt I'm wearing now. Can't stand up to show people what I'm wearing.
No, it's a great
It's a great
shirt.
shirt.
But it's
perfect St.
unfortunate.
Patrick's Day.
Yeah, it's a great shirt, but it's unfortunate because it's not.
Actually, when I stood up, I bet you some people saw it on the metaverse.
It's okay.
It's okay.
C'est la vie.
So, yeah.
C'est la vie. The metamates
I'm good.
probably didn't know.
When in Rome,
When in Rome.
I don't know.
Those
Women in
when
Rome?
in Rome?
No.
Not woman in Rome, JT. When in Rome.
Oh.
That's like you're in this place, so why not do it?
Oh. That's what
Oh?
that means.
What?
When in
When
Rome.
in Rome.
What does it mean?
Like you're in an so like well, that's not a good example. I can't say that on there. Like let's say you're in a different like country and they hand you like this drink and you go, oh, then when in Rome, and then you drink all of it.
So it's like a cheers thing.
It's like, yeah, we're in a new place. Why not try?
Alex, I really want to know what you were about to
I'll
say
tell you
when we
later,
go
JT.
off. Okay. Thank you.
But anyway, we're going to be moving on to our last story. So a woman creates dog perfumes so her pets could smell like her
Good.
and
Okay.
feel like VIPs or VI pups. Vups. Anyway. A
Hmm.
woman who is obsessed with perfumes creates designer dog fragrances to allow pets to have that VIP treatment too. Kathy Ram, a veterinary nurse and groomer in Formby, Liverpool, has more than 20 perfumes at home. And so does her dog, which is a 5-year-old German pointer, Storm.
Mm.
From Bark Jacobs to Savage Doge and Dog in a Million. Kathy has fun coming up with 20 playful scents and names just like their human counterparts.
God.
And you know what? They smell so good. Even owners are spritzing them on their own skin. Kathy told the Mirror quote online, quote, I love perfume. I just thought, why can't my dog smell like me? In 2015, Kathy was working as a dog groomer, when she noticed a gap in the market and it began creating designer dog perfumes. Kathy now runs the perfumes shop entirely by herself and is completely overwhelmed by its success. She sells online to owners, groomers, pet shops, and boutiques across the UK, Europe, and the Netherlands, and will soon be expanding to the US and South America. The perfumes contain aloe vera and chamomile oil, just like our tea, and can last up to 3 days. Kathy explained, quote, they are made from cosmetic grade ingredients and have alcohols in them, so they evaporate off the dog's fur and don't sink into the skin. I've seen my phone buzz, pun intended, and our general manager, Professor Annabella Poland, has said, oh no, it's not loading.
Well, I
I'll
will
rate it.
say I don't know if I can support this perfume because it's clearly tested on animals.
That was
Ah,
good.
She
it
said, I've
loaded.
now seen it all. What's next? Botox for dogs? Keep them looking young? How would that work on a pug? And I proceeded to say, doggy BBL.
Nah, the thing is,
JT.
corgis definitely set that trend with their cute little hindquarters.
They're very
They
cute.
definitely are the BBL of dogs.
I mean,
BBL dogs.
She also said if she throws rosemary mint, they will avoid fleas too. What if she has like a flea perfume?
Well, the chamomile and the aloe, if they put a little peppermint in it, it might.
Yeah,
might.
or rosemary.
Dogs don't want to
Rosemary.
smell like you.
dogs.
Maybe
don't-
they do. JT. What about
They
it?
do. That's
no,
why they
you
rub their
want your
faces all
dogs to
over.
smell good. Dogs do not care what they smell like. They care what other. Okay, hold on. This perfume is like should be made for her dogs because dogs actually go off of other dogs' scents. So if like another dog smells like much different than it should be, the other dog could sense be like, oh, that's not
My guy.
that's not good.
It's not their actual scent. It's just a perfume. Like, so let's
What's a
say
perfume? What's a
yeah,
perfume? It's a scent.
yeah,
it's
but
like
it's, not
like that you
permanent.
wear. Like
Yeah.
Oh wait, you
like when you
wear
get
so
a
smell
matching
like your dog?
outfit. Like you're a mom, right?
Yeah.
And you get a matching outfit for your little baby. It's like the same thing. Like I wear my perfume and then I spritz some on my dog that has its own perfume. And the thing about perfumes
I don't
is
like
that
that.
it's made with natural ingredients. So it's not like
okay.
you're using like, these like synthetic kind of chemicals to make that smell. It's like
Exactly.
it's like
then I return my
oils
statement.
that
It's
when a dog's
natural.
grooming himself, it's not gonna be like there's
Oh,
yeah.
I wonder. I have a question. Do you think we can use this on cats?
I don't think they would like it is the problem.
I don't
they
think so.
would.
They groom
I think the
themselves.
chamomile oil, and the thing is they groom themselves way too much. They would be ingesting it.
I
It would
agree.
have to be you know what I mean? It would have to be food safe, and no amount of any oil is good in excess like that. Even like something like lavender oil, if you put lavender oil on your bare skin without diluting it, it could burn a hole through your skin. You can have chemical burns.
Really?
Absolutely.
I did not know. that.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. It depends, of course, on the percentage of the oil that's natural in it, right? But it doesn't if it doesn't have any carrier oils and it's like the pure essential oil, absolutely. Absolutely. Mhm.
And you know what?
Puree for
And you know
doggies.
what? That actually might be a fact, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Mhm.
And that's just a theory. A
A
buzz
buzz
theory.
theory.
Buzz theory.
Anyway, and
And-
you have been listening to the Morning Buzz on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Join us tomorrow, same time, same place, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. But I'm not going to be here. JT's not going to be here. Olive's not going to be here. Alex is going to be here. Ashley's not going to be here. It's going to be
Zoe.
Gabby Lutz and Terry Dickerson. So you
Just us
better
three.
stay tuned for tomorrow. And I'm so happy that you could start off your morning with us. Anyway, have a fantastic day. Have a great St. Patrick's Day as well.